I broke it, sorry. Hello and welcome to match 3v2. We are on IO, where all kinds of disasters await your business. We have Swkoll, 30D, Gameslayer, and Morgan as the bold business people who are trying to do business on this volcanic moon of Io. What do you think about this map? I'm Lahi, and guessing with me is Win.
I am not a fan of this map. Okay, so first of all, we have claims and boosts on the market, which usually is interesting, and we have all the carbon except for one low in the bottom right, sorry, where Dirty D has already found it. It took a high and a very high. So he will, if nobody else can claim the 4 carbon he's protecting, actually there are caves too, so somebody will be able to claim more here. But yeah, it's a very hard carbon situation, and I think I like this found. It's a chem colony, and chem started high, so carbon will get important pretty quickly. And so far, nobody else has found it.
30D paid 34k for this, but it might work out well in the long run.
I want to put out...
Swkoll is robotic, Gameslayer scientific, Morgan scientific. What do you think about these founds?
I want to point out that I like Robot just because they started at $50. I mean, Electronics started at $50, which they used to upgrade. While Glass, that everyone else uses, started at $160. So upgrades should come quicker for Swkoll here. And yeah, his found is good. I hope he can claim one of the carbon tiles from 30D. I'm not a fan of going triple steel mill though. At least if you do this, buy up the iron. You need to produce the steel. Because if somebody else buys into this iron, it's very awkward. We have Gameslayer as a scientist. Very low amount of basalt. I'm not sure how this will work out. I also claimed a metal mine with iron and uranium. I think that's because uranium started high. We have Morgan also as a scientist. Okay, go.
I think Gameslayer's found can work out if he grows his territory into this triple basalt.
Oh yeah, there's basalt over here. Yeah, this could work.
However, it will be very vulnerable to power surges, so he will have to place a goon strategically.
Yeah.
Morgan's found is kind of weak in terms of the basalt availability. However, he does have like this 4 silicon, including cave, and a lot of uranium steel, so it's kind of equivalent to basalt, although it will need a lot of territory coverage to make use of it.
I'm much more worried about lack of oxide ice.
Yeah.
He will have to ship when he puts down his water processors, and there are pirates on the market, so it will be awkward for him. And Morgan choosing to go into 1 nuclear plants and 2 glass kilns. So he will probably not be making power money here. I think that honor might go to Swkoll. He seems to be the first to go into 2 nuclear plants. However, he does not have a goon quite yet. Let's actually check what people did on the black market. So everyone has bought 1 Barber claim, and 2 people have bought a goon. And Swkoll just bought a goon too.
30D has claimed that this triple chemical refiner tile off the carbon tile. I think it would be against this high debt strategy, trying to go for the carbon monopoly, because if someone takes the high carbon, 30D's plan, or maybe it was not a plan, but the carbon monopoly can be lost.
Yeah.
Someone takes it.
I would like to secure more of this, and I definitely would like Swkoll. Well, maybe not on HQ2, he needed these claims. Probably. But as soon as he gets HQ3, I really want to see carbon. I think if he doesn't, he has kind of missed the weakness of this map.
Swkoll first to power money.
Making really nice power money, and he has an upgrade if he wants it. Please claim carbon.
How about this?
Holding my breath.
This boost will change the equation, so power will drop rapidly, and going to make power money to Morgan.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a boost from Swkoll. He bought a mutant instead, and he has not claimed carbon yet. He does have 1 more claim though. But yeah, Morgan's certainly in a very strong position. Nobody is even hitting the undefended nuclear plant. And
no, it is defended.
Yeah, but I mean, no, one of them is.
Oh, yeah.
And Swkoll bought a mutiny, but he didn't actually use it on Morgan. And the glass is making really nice money too.
It could have been a good mutiny on the boosted nuclear plant because it blocks the adjacency, and you can also use the boosted tile.
Yeah. So yeah, I think my preferred response from Swkoll, instead of buying a mutiny, does nothing. Just buy your own adrenaline boost. Kind of kill the price before Morgan gets all his power money. Because Morgan is now a solid HQ ahead of the other scientist and of Swkoll. Keeping up with Dirty D, but Dirty D should be ahead because he's a scavenger. He usually has an easier time upgrading.
Another thing to notice is that Morgan has claimed this high carbon tile.
Yeah. This is gonna... Like, Gameslayer and Swkoll does not have nice access to carbon anymore. Well,
And
they can still get two, I guess.
I don't like that Swkoll has added extra water processor, the fuel user building, because 30D is not supporting this chemical production with enough fuel. And Gameslayer has a double ion collector and it's consuming consuming the fuel using the water processor. And Swkoll doesn't have any fuel income.
Yeah. I think ion collectors might be the best building right now. And actually Morgan, interestingly, put a power surge on the water processors of... Why can't I say that word? On the water processors of 30D, which actually aren't even making a profit. So very unlucky. Like, I guess he wanted it to bounce to the chem refiners. But it was good.
If I was Swkoll, I would be looking at claiming double carbon cores right now.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a still chance to do it because there's a cave.
I want to point out how good Dirty D's power surge was on Morgan. That shot on like $600 a second. Very, very nice.
Maybe a double mutiny on the elemental cores would be very powerful right now.
Instead, Swkoll mutinied a patent lab? Wait, what happened?
Patent lab.
But it's not...
Which bounced?
Oh, it bounced. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So, okay. Morgan first into optimization center, and he optimizes glass, which is really, really strong right here. I like this a lot, and I like that he got the high carbon. Currently,
Swkoll is overcommitted into steel and basalt platforms. I think it should have stayed as double and triple instead of going triple and diamond.
Yeah.
Because there are other good markets around there instead of this steel. Steel is making 49. Or Swkoll, it could have been glass, it could have been farm.
Yeah, definitely. Steel and basalt are not very strong right now.
So speaking of glass and farm, Morgan is getting into triple farm, and Gameslayer has double in glass, which is making good money. And look at these boosted ion collectors.
So Morgan's glass skins are making more than twice of Gameslayer's, just because Gameslayer didn't actually put them on silicon. So he has to pay for the silicon, and Morgan has optimized. Morgan currently has the best tile on the map, I think, with the glass skins. Even better than the boosted ion collector. Swkoll gets nanotechnology. That's a nice one. Although he is way behind in upgrades, unfortunately. And Dirty D has by far the most money currently. Let's see what he chooses to do with it. I think a space elevator is not a bad idea. Oxygen launch, very respectable.
Swkoll has claimed a carbon in the tile close to 30D tile. I think it should have been the farther away tile because there's a potential to get a cave tile.
Yeah. Luckily though, Dirty D is actually auto-selling carbon, so the carbon situation is not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, it's stabilized now.
Yeah. Dirty D claims thinking machines, and I think you go the space elevator right now, before the sulfur... Wait, there's a sulfur frost now. Yeah, never mind. I thought that was the warning. Okay, so you have to wait until after the sulfur frost.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sulfur frost. They come out of nowhere.
It's so subtle.
Yeah.
Look at this building, so slow.
Swkoll takes the upgrade there in the Sulfur Frost. And it's nice that he's finally HQ 5, but he's solidly behind.
Swkoll is committing more into solar condensers. What do you think about this as a robot?
I think it's good actually, just because of how obvious the launch is. Like nothing comes close to Oxygen as the best launch. So like I expect Oxygen to cost 300-400 in a few minutes. What do you think about it?
Usually, I usually see that Oxygen price crashes hard in late game. However, because there's no elite, maybe it will be fine. And if Swkoll gets into Space Elevator, it will be worthwhile getting this tile up.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a point to just keeping 2, getting liquid batteries, optimizing it a bit. That will be really solid too. Right now, we'll see chem refineries, I think. Very profitable.
Speaking of optimization, people should really get into optimizations, and Swkoll should get into optimization and make optimized chemical, make chemical. Because look at the other players, they are in 1 or 2 optimization centers, and what are they optimizing? Chemicals from 30D.
Yeah, like 30D is the most. You can see the triangle making 250 each, just because he optimized it. No, he just finished another one. Now it's 310. This is a very nice way to take advantage.
Using this early game lead to get an edge on the stock game against Morgan. What do you think about this move against Morgan?
I really, really like it. I think Morgan needs to buy some cheap black market and hit him back to try to slow it down a bit. Like mutinies are very cheap, adrenaline boost very cheap, pirates very cheap. You can pirate some oxygen. I guess people already are. Even the power surge is worth it, I think. Power surge is chemical refiners. You need to stop 30D somehow from getting this by quickly. Actually, you know what? I take it back. I wanted him to go off-road instead, because he did secure thinking machines. I would have liked building a space elevator more than building stock in more.
30D has 600 aluminum secured, which will be 52k for building an off-road, and look at that launch price, 38k.
Yeah, and Swkoll.
It will be a good space elevator.
I want to point out how well Swkoll does now that he's HQ5. Like he's nanoteched his way into all the correct markets. He managed to stop a power surge from Game Slayer with a goon on his adrenaline boosted tile. This adrenaline boost is doing very well for him right now. And he actually is back in his game right now. Very nicely played.
With double optimizations, doing good optimization.
30D overcommitting into chem refiners right now.
Swkoll should also think about having space elevators up. Although you don't like it.
No, it's fine here, I think. Although, yeah, there's no holograms, there's still cheap black market. There are no goon poppers, but goons are very expensive, so actually, maybe not for Swkoll. I do like it for 30D though.
Look at this steel price. I think Swkoll can scrap out of this triple nuclear plant, get the cheap, quick money from this, and then get into steel mill or other markets while the power is low.
Agreed. Wow.
Yeah, Swkoll is doing it.
That was a sick prediction.
I called it.
Yeah, you called it. And I think he was kind of planning on this because he has superconductor and nanotechnology. So what you do is kind of overcommit into nuclear plants, kill it really quickly, and then move out. And it worked out really nicely with the steel price this time. So, what would you do now on the stock market? I think Swkoll should buy into Game Slayer, right? Because Game Slayer is very cheap. But he has decent optimizations, he's a scientist, decent territory. Like, you can't really get involved in the Morgan 30D duel, I think.
Yeah. Although Game Slayer's optimizations are kind of weak. The chemical has died, then he's nothing.
Yeah, that's right. The one he did choose to optimize really died after 30D overcommitted into it. Yeah. This also means, by the way, that 30D is not making much money right now.
I think Swkoll should wait.
Okay, We have an Ioquake, so people need to remember to repair their buildings. Currently Game Slayer has not. And Dirty D has not repaired their buildings. And any second can matter in the end game here. Alright. People are noticing
I would
it now.
I would even consider selling out of Game Slayer and then buying the Dirty D the moment, like, about when Dirty D has enough to buy out Morgan. Or when Morgan starts buying into Dirty D.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Game Slayer is really cheap though. Game Slayer has 216k in debt, which is what makes him really cheap. Like, he has more than you would think, because he has bought Cook the Books. Like, he should be in D+1. It isn't much of that. Anyway, I want to point out, Dirty D, after buying stock in Morgan, did build 2 off-worlds. Or he's building the second one right now. One of them under Goon, one of them near his base, so it's affected by thinking machines. And yeah, this cost him a lot. He had to buy the 50k Goon, he had to buy a lot of aluminum. But it kind of attracted a lot of attention when he attacked Morgan. People don't want him to get a cheap, easy sub, so people attacked him a lot. So there was no real point in buying Morgan. He just attracted attention to himself, and then he was gonna wait with the buy anyway to build the space elevators. So just switch the order.
Swkoll has obtained a claim a tile, and auction a tile from Dirty D's, which will be mostly not useful. However, one trick you can do if you have black market cooldown, prepare this. You can also auction it again, and let Dirty D pay for it.
I never thought of that. That's a great idea. Swkoll is buying into Dirty D here, by the way. So
yeah,
he takes your advice instead of mine. But look at the stock prices. Game Slayer is twice as cheap. I really think Game Slayer is the right choice.
Yeah, at this point, buying Game Slayer would be a good choice. Game Slayer has built a space elevator, which is launching 45k oxygen launch.
Mm-hmm. And remember that ticks on Iowa extra big. I think Game Slayer is bound for a big one. Wait, no, he just paid off a lot of debt. Yeah, he paid off 100k debt right here. So
there's conflicting thoughts into buying into Game Slayer. Is that, oh, Game Slayer is behind and it's probably not going to come back soon. So maybe Swkoll can ignore Game Slayer and focus on the leader, or maybe Swkoll can pick up Game Slayer fast and make a good sub, and then move on to Dirty D. Can be conflicting choices.
Yeah. But yeah, he made his choice already. But by Game Slayer paying down debt, choice is harder. I want to point out that mutinies only cost 10k, and there's a lot of space elevators around. I think this can be a big problem for Swkoll. He has a hard time defending his space elevator. He does not have goons, he does not have thinking machines. Meanwhile, Dirty D has 99% on Morgan, 100. If he finishes this buy, then Swkoll is in a good position to punish it. We'll see what Dirty D decides to do. What would you
do? Sit and wait, what do you do?
Well, as Dirty D, would you buy Morgan or do something else?
No, sit and buy Dirty D after the buy.
No, as Dirty D. What should Dirty D do?
Oh, as Dirty D.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I think at this point, Dirty D backing out of Morgan doesn't really give an edge against Swkoll.
Okay. Do you think it's a bit too late? Then he should click this button right here. He will get a profitable sub. Although Morgan is not in any space elevators right now. He does have good optimizations spread out across the board.
One thing any player can do to take advantage of Game Slayer that situation is that Game Slayer is not going to goon this space elevator. If it was goon, it is not going to be re-goon. So they can probably spam mutiny on this tile, and take advantage of the stolen space elevator.
Yeah. So Dirty D took the buy on Morgan in as a sub, it increased his stock price. But Swkoll already got all his stock for cheaper. I think as Swkoll now, you want to finish this as soon as possible, and the way to do that is to sell your own stock in yourself, right? So he is getting there really quickly.
double space elevator. Although launch price, look at this launch price. It's 28K. Not really fantastic compared to this 300, 200, 300. This onward market prices.
Yeah. I remember when we talked about Swkoll claiming extra oxygen. Those tiles are now making a lot of money, and he's going for the perfect optimizations on them.
Yeah, that was a great choice.
They're actually almost making as much as the space elevators, interestingly.
Wow.
And GameStayer gets 2 stocks into Swkoll. This might give him a chance to come in afterwards, but I don't think he's making enough money to be a threat to Swkoll. And Swkoll has 97%.
It dropped to 92%.
Yeah,
because of the rebuying on Mutiny.
Yeah, there's some black market going on. I think you might wait for the launch here. I'm not sure. Actually, what you should do is manually ship the oxygen and sell it. That's how you win here.
Oh, right. Swkoll is 100% on RTD.
Yeah, but that's with the 100 oxygen locked into the launch. So he would need to cancel to actually have enough money. Alright, there we go. Wait, what?
GameStayer, no, 30D bought Swkoll.
Oh, I didn't read that situation correctly at all. Yeah, well played, Dirty D. So, wow, what happened? Did you notice that? I was really distracted.
I think Swkoll had 100% on Dirty D for quite a while, but Dirty D caught up with the launches.
Oh, there was a launch timing thing. Because, yeah, Swkoll definitely should have cancelled the launch, sold the oxygen, and just got in the buy. I did not notice that Dirty D was actually close to buying Swkoll. Wow, that was a really close one.
Mm-hmm. Now,
really nice job from Dirty D.
GameStayer doesn't really have an advantage here because it doesn't have a sub, doesn't have an elevator, and is in deep debt. Yeah,
GameStayer has no chance here. And he's complaining that Morgan took his ice tiles. And the other ice tiles he had access to are actually the colony expanded there. So he's a bit limited on ice. But yeah, really well played from Dirty D. It did not look good for him like after the buy on Morgan, but he got there. GG.
E plus 11. GG.
And yeah, GameStayer, he somehow always finds himself into these positions. Such as D plus 11. Alright. So, I think if Dirty D wanted a cleaner win, he should have just swapped the ordering on building the space elevators and buying into Morgan. Building space elevators first and then buying into Morgan would have been a big advantage. Or I mean, a preferable play. Black market claims were bought equally. It's a nice spread. I like that everyone did that. I think, yeah, maybe people didn't like. Most black market came pretty late. When there were several space elevators, mutinies were still 10k. Seems only Swkoll and Dirty D was interested in them, and they fought amongst themselves with the mutinies. Dirty D got 6 goons. I guess that really helps being in a leader position. It's hard to punish, because he also had thinking machines, remember? You can see the entertainment revenue from GameStayer. We never really checked this Pleasure Dome. It was pretty weak. It made him less than 200k total, even with the virtual reality patent. Alright, do you have anything to add here?
Swkoll's like 30D was leading in good position. Morgan was also leading, and Swkoll was behind, but Swkoll made it well with the good market choices, optimizations, and space elevators. So it could have gone to everyone in this game.
Yeah. But 30D takes it. Congratulations to 30D for the Cosmic Circus.